Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the month of June. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Cancer, I do not offer personal readings. I will not send you a message on any platform. Do not get scammed. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, the Psychic Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. And I'd also ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help with the growth of the channel. But more importantly, hitting the like button does ensure that other people who may need to hear these messages have an opportunity to do so. All right, so let's take 3 of these Psychic Tarot cards, and then let's also take 3 of these Kipper cards as well here. Cool. And let me make sure we are all set up and in view. We'll get right into it for you here, Cancer. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, oops, sorry for bumping the camera there. Ten of Wands is about some type of burden that you are carrying in your life. Or it can be, right? You can see that this person is kind of struggling to hold all 10 wands. And this can also, not only that, but they are kind of like carrying the wands uphill, right? And so this comes forward when you may need to release some baggage, you may need to cut the dead weight, you may need to just drop the wands for a second. And understand this, the person on the Ten of Wands, they have crossed the finish line. They've already accomplished the task. And so knowing that you have completed something, knowing that you've crossed the finish line, knowing that you've gone the distance, can you allow yourself to Can you remove a burden? Can you allow yourself to enjoy the moment for a second, right? Can you allow yourself to recover, to rest, recuperate? Along with that, though, if you want to take this in a different direction, each one of these 10 wands that this person is carrying represents a skill earned or knowledge gained along the way. And with that, you can say that this person is experienced. They have gone through an entire journey. Tens do represent completions in the tarot. And so do keep that in mind as well. But let's go ahead and let's talk about this a little bit more. Let's see what burden we may be carrying here, Cancer. So, let's just, I like to make sure we're all in view. And now we're in view. So, all right. Right away, in the current situation, you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is really a card of potentially not being able to see the road ahead. You can see the blindfold symbolism here. This person's having a hard time seeing. And actually the scene around them is dark. So, hard to see through the dark, especially when you have a blindfold on, right? This can also say that there's maybe some challenges in communication that you may be dealing with, right? Troubling communication with another person. You may just be having a hard time finding the right words to say to somebody. Something along those lines. All of those situations can come in when you're dealing with a sort of Ten of Swords situation here. And so Two of Swords situation here. I was thinking about the Ten of Wands. This can also say that there's like maybe a little bit of mental interference or mental conflict as well. Like, is there something in your thought process that's no longer serving you? Is there burdensome thoughts here with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Swords? Because if I'm looking here, you have some really bright spots, especially in the future. The future is extremely bright for you here, Cancer, in this staff, which we'll talk about more as we go along in this reading. And so it's almost like, and this has been the theme for all signs in this month of June, which is the only limitation is the one that you place on yourself. And the only limitation is the one that is in your mind. And that has been the theme for the signs here in this month, but certainly for you, I think, in this reading. In the problem position, you have the Page of Wands. Were you hoping to get a specific offer and it just didn't work? Or were you hoping to really get one job offer, but instead you got the secondary offer, the one that you weren't looking for? This is maybe a little bit of a specific message for some people, but instead maybe some of you were looking for some Yeah. That's it. This is probably it for more people than not. You were looking for some type of communication from somebody, and for whatever reason, it hasn't happened yet, or you're not seeing it yet. Um, it doesn't mean that it's not on the way. It's just there is a communication thing. There's a communication situation going on here with the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands, because Page of Wands can talk about communication, and it's almost like it hasn't happened yet, or it's not happening quick enough, or there's something relating to that here that I feel like is coming in. In the past, you have the Seven of Swords. It is possible that there's a lack of trust. Some of you may have some, I will say, trust issues, or there's like a little bit of what is the word? Yeah, we'll go with distrust. Distrust is what I'm going on about here, because this person is really, this could be signaling lying, cheating, stealing in one's life, and I say that because the Two of Swords, Page of Wands with the Ten of Wands here. Troublesome communication, burdensome thoughts, right? Thoughts that are becoming a burden. Troubling communication, and thoughts that are a burden here. And this could all be tying back to some type of situation in the past that really hurt you. The Seven of Swords, for me, oftentimes comes forward when there is gossiping going on, not just like backstabbing, lying, cheating, stealing, whatever, but like specifically I see it happen in gossip and around issues of gossip, and really when it comes in like for workplace situations, like you may have a colleague that's in everybody's business and like then using that to their advantage in some ways. Like some of you may have had challenges with somebody. Some of you could have quite literally been cheated on. I'm not saying that this is happening, by the way. Definitely not saying this is happening, because this is in the past. I'm not forecasting this. But there may have been, something here in the past that just is painful. Yeah, there may have been a painful situation here in the past around communication. And I think it's creating a little bit of distrust. In the future, you have amazing energy. You have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is really a major energy of abundance. You can see that they're in the castle. Castles in the tarot represent rewards and riches. Well, they're already there. They own the castle. And so, this is an energy. This is one of my empire cards when people are, looking to build a legacy or build an empire. The Ten of Pentacles is definitely one of the biggest, if not the biggest, signs of that energy here when you get that. And so it's a very good card. It's also just potentially inheritances, money being passed through generations, even just an increase in finances, money, situations like that. Obviously, this requires you putting in the work. They have not built their legacy without, building a whole lot of infrastructure and putting a whole lot of hours into something, sweat equity into something here. But they certainly have, they certainly are doing well. And so I like to see that in the future position for you. Now, on your thoughts, on your conscious awareness, or on your mind here, you do have this Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is really a nice energy of, this is another card that people really like to see. We do have some nice material energy showing up, Pentacles, money energy here. Definitely nice showing up for some of you. The Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of an event that you've been waiting for a long time. And so if we're going back here to this cross in the middle, we talked about how you can't see something right now. There's a little bit of interference here. This could be around communication with that page showing up. And so like maybe what's happening here is there's like a little bit of patience that needs to be had to allow this communication to come into your life. And the communication that you're waiting for could very well be around a job. Page of Wands can oftentimes bring job situations. It's possible that some of you are waiting for that, but it could be anything that you're waiting for here. It's like on your mind, that this may take a little bit of time to develop, but it's almost like there is interference. It's like you're going back and forth type of energy. It's like in your mind, this is going to take some time, but at the same time, there's some type of situation that's leading to impatience as well. I know it's a little bit confusing, but it's what's coming in here. Speaking of confusing, you do have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess does not always need to represent confusion, but it represents something that is potentially secrets or hidden, something that you can't necessarily see, and it's in the spot of confusion. It is the spot in what is hidden or unseen, the subconscious here. And, there could be whispers, gossips going on here. The only reason I say that is because you have the Seven of Swords in the past, which can indicate gossip with secrets or secret keeping, information being withheld. It's almost like there's something that you're in the dark about. Okay, there's something that you're in the dark about. Now, in a much more positive way, this High Priestess says, listen, it's time to trust your gut. It's time to trust your intuition. Listen to the voice of the soul, of the universe coming through to you in dreams, in song lyrics, in tarot readings, in social media posts, in conversations that you overhear. Like, listen to the signs and the synchronicities, and you will find your way. You will find your light through something, through the darkness. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you're putting in the work. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles here, major harvest energy on the board. Since it's combined here with this Ten of Pentacles in the future, the Knight of Pentacles on your mind, you can see that they have planted these seeds a long time ago, and now their harvest is just about ready. And what this person is doing is they're asking themselves, do they want to move in a new direction? They're looking out to the distance and they're pondering, okay, I have all of these pentacles here. I have this harvest that I've built for a long time. Do I want to take the harvest and change directions? Do I want to try something new in my life? So the Seven of Pentacles can indicate long-term investments paying off, but it can also spur on directional changes. And you have that here with waiting for a job offer or a career opportunity or some type of news relating to work, career, enterprise, because Wands is about work, career, enterprise. So isn't that interesting? In the external influence, you have the King of Wands here, which I really like to see. It may mean that some of you are contemplating self-employment. King of Wands is like, it's the classic entrepreneur in a tarot. This is somebody who likes to be in business for themselves, typically, but if they do work for somebody, which you will find the King of Wands in the workplace, they're like the CEO, like they're running the show. They're the star of the show. If not, they're in whatever job they want to be in because they want to be. They're in whatever job they're in because they want to be in that job, and they don't work. You won't find the King of Wands in a dead-end job because they're too skilled, they're too talented, they're too valuable to others. This is, when you get this energy, this can say that you are capable of owning your own business, or you are capable of becoming the CEO, or whatever the case may be here. And this may be the direction that you are contemplating here. Are you fulfilled or not fulfilled in your current situation? Are you dealing with toxic energy here from other people? In the hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is really an amazing energy of you kind of fulfilling the last cup at the end of the rainbow, getting to the last cup at the end of the rainbow. It's a windfall of happiness. It's euphoria. It's pure bliss. It's total happiness in one's life. It is major family energy, which, by the way, you have a major combination of family energy here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. These cards are actually extremely similar. Both cards indicate abundance. The Ten of Pentacles is more about an Empire card. This is more about happiness, abundance, but you can see in the background that they do own this home here. They own the farm here in the background. And of course, real estate is a way that many people generate wealth and abundance. But regardless, I think some of you have high expectations here, or are not expectations. You have high aspirations for your life and the direction that you want your life to go. And I think that's a good thing, which, by the way, I'm just putting this together. You have 3 tens, 10 of Pentacles, Cups, and Wands. So major completions in one's life happening here as you get three tens. So I definitely see this communication coming in. I think it's going to take some time, but we do see in the outcome here this Knight of Wands, which is also movements. This can bring about changes in zip codes, changes in locations, traveling to distant places and lands. Look at the pyramids in the background. This is a big travel card, but it can also just be, it's a Mavericks card. The Knight of Wands is somebody who has a whole lot of talent. and they have a lot to offer to a workplace or to, you know, their life. And you have that here with the King of Wands. So it's like, I almost feel like saying Cancer, like no stress. Like even if this opportunity doesn't come in, it's like you have something else in your back pocket, like the King of Wands. Remember, I don't attach gender to my cards, so you can take on any of the aspects of these cards. But like you have something in your back pocket here, whether it's like a new business idea, a new career opportunity, something. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Let's take these 3 oracle cards, and amazing. So you have my favorite card in this oracle deck, which is accelerated motion. So you have firm foundation, accelerated motion, and fulfillment of wishes from the Psychic Tarot oracle deck here. So I really like this card because the illustration just inspires me. Like I love the gradient, I love the shooting star, I love the star pattern. I love that this person's just looking for help from the universe. But the accelerated motion card is the 8 of Wands, indicating that there's good news on the way so quickly here, something coming in so quickly, it's like a shooting star. And, you know, it can be breakthrough energy. You have that here with the 9 of Cups, which is the fulfillment of a wish, and you have the firm foundation energy as well, which is literally as it is, you know, yeah, it's a firm foundation in the world, which is, it's the 4 of Pentacles, financial stability, okay, is happening for you here at this time. And so it's almost like, I feel like some of you take the pressure off yourself. I was talking about with this 10 of Wands energy, because there's something really nice here coming in quickly. Wow. Okay, Cancer, you have pathway, toil and labor, and great fortune. This is incredible reading. Okay, the great fortune card is the best card to find in the Kipper deck. It can, when combined with the occupation card, refer to self-employment and success in self-employment. Obviously, we don't have the occupation card. The occupation card is number 36. You have 35. I'm just going to say some of you are maybe going down that pathway, and you could find success here. 35, the pathway card is your destiny. It's your true north. It's what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And with toil and labor, you're ready to let go of like challenging in work environments that don't like appreciate you or don't respect you, and you're ready to put your own work into something that you enjoy more. So this is incredible. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Have a great month of June, and I will see you in the next reading.